It's a sad day, and my powered window on my Buick 2001 Century no longer goes up. It goes down, but not up. So this is going to be how I'm going to manually put the window back up. To access the door panel, you have to first take off this cover right here. So just put a screwdriver or something flat in there, reveals the two bolts. And we'll take those off with a ratchet. We also need to pop off the cover for the window switch. And this thing, you can see the clip on the right side towards the front of the car. And then you need to disconnect this wire by pushing down on this little release tab to get the wire out. So there that comes. You can fish this down into the hole so that we're going to be able to pull out the rest of the panel. To do that, you just go around the side and pull out these tabs that look like this, that hold the door in place. So you just kind of have to work your way around the perimeter of the panel. And once you've got it released all the way around the sides here, you're gonna pull the whole panel off, but you have to make sure to guide it past this handle here. So here the door is. There's the inner panel. So we're gonna have to peel off this plastic insulation. And now if you peel back the lower part of this, you can see the windshield motor there. Disconnected the power wire to that. Now we're going to loosen the bolts that hold the windshield wiper motor assembly just a little bit, so then we can slide them up and back through those holes. So I slid it up and then I pushed it back. Now it's loose, hanging in there. Now if you unscrew this metal casing, you can see the rotor of the motor, and if your cables aren't clogged, you might be able to rotate this to move the window up and down. If I take it all the way out, you can see the screwdriver in there, and because you can't back drive this is why your window can't be manually pushed or pulled down. My cables were completely jammed up, so I ended up taking a Dremel tool and cutting the cable right around there, and that allowed me to manually move the window. Able to manually move my window up and down. There's enough friction to keep it there during a typical drive, but I have to manually pull it up every time I get out of the car, so it's not a good long-term solution. So I ended up buying a brand new replacement assembly, motor and everything. You can't really buy just one part. First thing to do is to bring your window down so you can get access to the bolts that attach the mechanism to the window down here. So we'll take off these little screws. And this guy. And then the window can be pulled up separate from the assembly. Now we're going to tape the window up to keep it out of the way. Then we undo these 4 screws to release the assembly. Lifted that last screw off. And out it comes. And let's get the new one in. We slide it through the gap. Put these bolts in here. Now for the motor assembly, you want to start the bolts first, and then you can slide them in through the larger parts of the holes and then tighten them up. Slides right in there. Just nail screws up. There it goes. Finally, we hooked the motor power back up. Now we need to bring the window mechanism down so that we can get access to the screws that hold the shield on. To do that, we just hook up our button and drive it down. Now we take our tape off. Just bring the window down until the screws line up here. Then we can just reattach the glass to the mechanism. And there we go. To put things back together, we just put back the water guard. And then we're going to put the inner panel back on. We have to take the switch off first to be able to fish that wire through the door. So wire. Then it should all just snap back in place. Oh, get the door handle too. You can tell I've never done this before. Final step is just to put these two screws back in the door handle. And there we go.